KX News.
It's 5:22. Welcome back. Just over a year ago, one Fort Yates native would tell you drinking and doing drugs was just the norm for her. But KX News first met Chelsea Luger in November, a few months ago, into her road to recovery. Back then, she wasn't sure she could do it, but the longing to see these three and be a mother to them once again kept her on the road to recovery. Days ago, Chelsea was able to move out of Hope Manor sober living to a home of her very own. She's been sober for a little more than a year now, and she tells us so much has changed since we first met her.
20 years, of using, and I don't think I was even ready to be done yet. I think deep down inside, I was still not. I still wanted to keep doing what I was doing, and even though I wouldn't admit that out loud, I know that the reservation was there.
And coming up at 6:31, Chelsea shares how even after being sober for a year, the uphill battle continues.
Well, Lutheran Social Services of North Dakota is teaming up with the state behavioral health division to provide support for those who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, it's free, anonymous hotline. It's called Project Renew, and anyone in North Dakota can call to talk with a counselor for support or get referrals for further help. Now, calls can range from mental health concerns to feeling of loneliness and worries. And the Federal Emergency Management Agency funded this project through a grant to the Department of Human Services Behavioral Health Division, and the hotline can be reached there at the number on the bottom of your screen.
If you have yet to fill out your census form, you will soon get a visitor at your door. But how can you be sure if it's a certified census worker? KX spoke with North Dakota Census Manager, who says there are ways to tell who is and who isn't official. When someone comes to your door, they should have a North Dakota Census ID with their picture, a U.S. Department of Commerce watermark, and an expiration date. They'll also be carrying a U.S. Census Bureau badge and be wearing PPE. Last but not least, the Bureau will never ask you about your personal banking information or social security number. If you are suspicious, you can contact your regional census center and speak to a representative, and we have that number for you on our website, kxnet.com.
Well, the North Dakota Attorney General's office announced this week that Social Security scam calls are on the rise. The scam artists claim to be federal agents who warn individuals that their Social Security number has been compromised. And the caller will then threaten the victim with arrest if they do not purchase prepaid cards and read the numbers on them over the phone to confirm the victim's identity. And one victim reported to have lost $1,000 in Target gift cards. So definitely something that you want to be on the lookout for. Just be very aware.
Lots of new scams in our area, so yeah, definitely use kxnet.com as a resource, as well as other resources out there, because it's a serious problem.
It is.
Also, for people out on the road this afternoon, maybe hauling a camper, they might run into a little bit of a problem, Amber.
Yeah, well, they're going to potentially run into some wind with some thunderstorms. That's something we want to hone in on. But something else that you should really know about is the heat.